Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Tannehill. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Lock eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
50 wants the mine. 50 wants the mine. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Kill.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock. He'll drop this down to Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack is by Janoris Jenkins coming in off the corner. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Firkser here.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? Back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow here on goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. His 7th touchdown on the ground and 10th overall. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Titans. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Lock's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 2. Off the option, here's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Throwing on first down is Lock. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Lock trying again after the pick six. Flushed out right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Lock. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A final shot before half for Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. KJ Hamler returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
56.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he's out right at the 25. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A toss right to Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 64 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Derrick Henry. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Henry running right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook Akine. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. They just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Darrynton Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hamler now to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A first down carry for Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Check 26, check 26.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Buying time to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. What we got, what we got, what we got? Mike 5-9,
He can't get him down, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Titans 31, Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Locke to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Operating from the gun, Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, Henry, and he's got room, and he's got this down to the 35. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And he fires one, but incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Locke's throw into the hands of Fant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Locke now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Fight 51.
Throwing now is Locke. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. One final try for Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Titans, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff